New midnight class changes 29th of January. What's up guys, Petko here once again. This week we got some class changes, not as much as we wanted to, but at least they are something. Let's dive in, analyze them and see what exactly they've changed. Alright, so the first thing we have is the unholy hotfixes. There are no buffs or nerfs, just some positive hotfixes for you. Apparently Festering Sight wasn't working as intended. Forbidden rank 4 knowledge will now stop summoning lesser ghosts to putrefy once your pet is set to passive. Kind of a question mark, but okay, it should always be on assist anyway, at least minus an assist. Midnight S1 set bonus Scorching Strike now grants a running power when the class set 4-piece makes it no rune cost. Okay. So, slightly positive change, slightly positive change. Neither of this is gonna make Unholy absolutely OP or anything like this, so it's okay. Evoker Scale Commander. Now keep in mind that people did not play Scale Commander for the most part in Mythic Plus. They played Flame Shaper. Even in Raid, most of the people were playing Flame Shaper because they are very rarely you can find one pure single target fight. So that's about it. Developer nodes, we're reducing the number of times the ability is available through Wing Leader for Scale Commander to lessen the amount of time spent airborne, which can be difficult to play. We're offsetting the damage losses with the buffs to other skill command talents. So pretty much TODR, putting not as much damage inside your deep breath, instead your overall toolkit, which is fine. Wing Leader now. Okay, so less CDR. Might of the Black Dragon increases black spell by 30%, was 20 before. Refined Essence now increase Essence ability damage by 25, 15 before. So slight buff skill commander. I'm absolutely sure this will not change anything from Mythic Plus. You're still gonna play Flame Shaper, so that's about it. And for raiding, to be discussed, to be tested, unsure, but I'm gonna bet on Flame Shaper for now. Beastmaster Hunter. There's been some positive changes here for Beastmaster Hunter as well. Dar Command and Pack Leader Bear will now properly advance Huntsman's Go. It seems like they're nerfing Huntsman's Go. Now summons Haiti or Fenrir at 8 stacks with 6 stacks, so Huntsman's Go has been nerfed. So any build that plays that one will be nerfed. Also, Diamond now has a bad luck protection, okay? So a little bit more consistent. That's everything for Hunter. I mean, I can't make much of it. Not as big of a changes. Slight nerf for Huntsman Co. That's about it. Mage. Arcane Mage expanded mine has been updated. Now additionally cast Arcane Orb to grant 2 stacks of Arcane Salvo. Okay. That's about it. Nothing major here. Holy Paladin. Oh wow, a lot of Holy Paladin actually. A lot of changes here. Crusader Strike as baseline spell for Holy Paladin is gonna be returned. Okay, so they made a huge statement of making Holy Paladin all about Holy Shock, and it seems like they're reverting back to the old ways, adding Crusader Strike inside the rotation of Holy Paladin. Intention of increasing the moment decision making and adding more variety to the rotation. We're introducing a second charge of Crusader Strike and look forward to your feedback. Okay. Very weird change that late into beta. This is a complete overhaul once again in Holy Paladin. I'm interested to see what Holy Paladin thinks. I briefly glanced upon the Discord of Paladins before I record this video, and I would say 90% of people were so mad about this change. Holy Shock no longer overrides Crusader Strike. Judgment CDR increased by 83%. Crusader Strike charges are no longer decreased. Crusader Might now causes Crusader Strike to reduce cooldown of Holy Shock and Judgment instead. Holy Shock now once again has longer cooldown instead of shorter cooldown. And instead they just gave Crusader Strike more damage, more CDR, and that's about it. Okay. What did you guys think about this? I think Holy Paladins are gonna be definitely mad. I think that's gonna be a step backwards in my opinion. Discipline Priest next in line. Piety redistribution 50% of the over healing was 20. Preventative measures increased damage of Smite, Penance, and Holy Nova by 15%. Okay, so it seems like once again another nerf to Discipline Priest, although not a big one. It's still a nerf. This is the second week in a row they're nerfing this priest. Nothing for Restoration Druid, by the way. Keep in mind, Restoration Druid is by far the best killer right now, purely healing wise in Mythic Plus. In raiding, the things are different, but for Mythic Plus at least, Restoration Druid is very dominant. Some bug fixes for Holy Paladin. Shadow Priest. Fix an issue causing the damage overtime effect from Shadow Word Madness to not properly account for the damage modifiers when casting the ability while the debuff is already present. Okay. That is a positive buff for Shadow Priest, by the way. Fixed an issue causing Tentacle Slam to engage enemies before it deals damage. Okay. I mean, this is a positive bug fix for Shadow Priest, but nothing major. Shaman. 5-tier Shaman, a restoration. Primordial capacity once again increases the maximum stacks of Tidal Wave by 1. So there's a lot of bugs on the restoration Shaman that they haven't really focused on, and it's not in notes so far, which is kind of weird. Stormbringer, Surging Currents now increase effectiveness next fully healing sword chain heal. Okay, so that's pretty much buffing the off healing. So this is nerfing the off healing on both Elemental and Enhancer. For Enhanced Shaman, they're just buffing the off heals you can do, which is super weird because Enhanced needs other changes than just buffing the off healing. But hey, you know. Fix the issue that causes Maelstrom weapon spending abilities to incorrectly do damage as if they consume 10 stacks of Maelstrom weapon when Raging Maelstrom is silenced without overflowing Maelstrom. Aha! That is definitely a bug to enhance Shaman that made it do more damage. Rolling Thunder now grounds Nature Pharaoh Spirit when Doom Winds activates while Sender sounded. Okay. Oh, that's a big change for Restoration Shaman. We're aiming to add more interesting decisions to Restoration Shaman, which has failed lacking Midnight, as well as addressing a core talent issue pushing gameplay towards a repetitive playstyle. To accomplish this, we're returning Tidal Waves to the talent tree. Aha, okay. Updating Ascendance with a different set of mechanics and removing Whispering Waves. We feel this will be more exciting to play with and prevent current future issues with the Whispering Waves pushing gameplay too far towards unfun playstyle. Thank you for your continued feedback. Ascendant has been redesigned. Immediately heals all allies within 20 yards and transforms into Water Ascendant 15 seconds. While Ascendant, Chain Heals jumps 3 additional allies with 10% healing reduced for all jumps. Healing Wave always critical heals and heals 1 additional ally for 50% effectiveness. And the mana cost Chain Healing Wave reduced by 25. What do you guys think about the Ascendant's rework here? I don't think it's crazy rework, but I think this sounds to me more like a raid rework than an M+ rework. Tidal Wave return and has been updated. Each cast of Riptide now grants one stack of Tidal Wave, reducing the cast time of the next healing wave or chain heal by 20%. Can stack twice. Lava Surge no longer triggers when Lava Burst is not talented. Echo of the Elements and Primal Tide Core have changed positioning. And then they remove Whispering Waves. Okay, so that seems like to be a quite significant changes done to Restoration Shaman. Sadly, there are no more changes. There hasn't been any actual tuning, only healer tuning mostly and some bug fixes, so I can't really comment as much of it, but I was hoping for more than that. Keep in mind that even though there are no class changes to DPSers, things still gonna change because people keep finding new builds, people keep experimenting, bug fixes get fixed, so some talents won't work as good, you know, and people gonna find new builds, so there's still time until they implement the final tunings. There's still gonna be like plenty of like 4, 5, 6 weeks of like heal tuning by weekly choices. But as we progress closer to the expansion, you can expect less changes overall. And yeah, I mean the gameplay should already be set in. From now on, you should only expect class tuning, right? Anyway, follow for more. I'll see you guys on stream. Peace out for now. Bye bye.